Hey, this is Andrew Lim inviting you to go out on the limb. Super excited this morning because I'm here at Frankfurt International Airport. Yes, bright and early. About to take SQ26 from Frankfurt to JFK. Now, I've actually taken this flight many times, but today I'm gonna be on first suite. Yes, I know, finally. I know this content has been vlogged by many YouTubers, but you know, I'm super excited. So come go on this journey with me, and we'll be on Singapore Airlines first suite, SQ26, Frankfurt to JFK. Folks, before we start, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notify button for new content that I upload weekly. Thank you so much. So Frankfurt Airport at 6 in the morning was considered rather busy, especially for the SQ flight. And the line for suites was not long at all. Hey guys, so check-in was rather smooth. The staff, you know, I mean, there's a reputation of the Frankfurt Airport staff not being friendly, but in this case, they're super friendly. Got my boarding pass, so let's go to the lounge. I think we're going to do the Santa Lounge or the Air Canada Lounge. We'll see. So we decided to use the Lufthansa Senator Lounge, which is pretty standard. Actually, it's not made specially for first class or suites passenger, although if you fly Lufthansa first class, you use the same lounge, which Star Alliance Go members also have access to. So they have a spa here, but I think you have to pay for it. The boarding area, about 10 minutes to boarding. Our boarding time was actually packed already, but fortunately, we had a special area reserved for suite passengers. Guys, the good thing about being in the suite is that you can actually sit comfortably in this waiting area while people actually get online to board. So this is like a little oasis before boarding. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Morning. Thank you. Thank you. Heading upstairs, so excited!
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Good morning. Oops, sorry. I got it.
2F, yeah?
Yeah. Hello. Hello. I'm so excited. So the suites on this Airbus 380 are amazing. There are actually 6 of them. It's very spacious, especially when you have the divider for you know, the first and the second row down. Definitely a very spacious setting. So I went with suite 2F, which is the middle suite, and it's pretty spacious. The tray table definitely is a big one, although that you can actually deploy easily. Although you actually don't really have to deploy it yourself, because most of the time the amazing SQ crew will do it for you. But here it's a spacious tray table for you to dine on or work on your computer. You also have a really big flat screen TV, which you can actually, it can turn in different angle. The orchid is a nice touch because this is the national flower of Singapore, so I actually made it all the way from Singapore. And there's a side cabinet at the entrance that you can actually store your jacket. You can hang up your jacket. It fits a carry-on luggage, I have to say, and on the side you have your Bose headset. Of course, the perk of flying Singapore suite or first class was the Dom Perignon as the pre-departure drink. Even on the ground, they serve it to you. Guys, I really don't know where to start, but this is probably the last 2 bottles of Dom Perignon because they're gonna actually change to the passenger after this flight. So I got one of the last bottles of Dom. Cheers. So due to the agreement with Emirates that Dom has, the other airlines are not allowed to actually serve Dom anymore. So I'm actually holding the last bottle that SQ has. Before they switch to Tattoo. So the pajamas is actually from Lalique, which is very comfortable. They actually give out an amenity kit for suite passengers, unlike business class. You have your standard items like hand lotion as well as body spray. Now let's take a tour of the suite. This is to hold the bed, and the bed is on the side that you can deploy, although the crew will actually do the bed for you and set it up for you. On the side you have the control, the seat control to different functions, including the window shades. They can actually turn it, open it and close it with 2 different layers, and also you can do it actually right below the window as well when it comes to the control feature of operating the window shades. There are actually cabinets to store your stuff, like this padded ones. I don't know what you can store in it, maybe jewelry or passports, but yes, there's actually 3 compartments with a vanity mirror as well. So you can actually check out yourself at every corner of the suite, or from every corner of the suite. The TV, actually, you can actually adjust the position of the TV depending on where you are at. It could be on your bed, it could be from your seat, and your seat actually swivels as well. So with the door closed, the suite does not feel claustrophobic at all. In fact, there are actually holes on the door to allow the crew to actually peek through to make sure that the passengers' needs are attended to. Or in other words, maybe making sure that passengers, especially those that are traveling together, do not engage in some illegal behavior. The spaciousness of the suite is definitely a great way to fly. Wait, I think that's the Singapore Airlines tagline, huh? Yeah. So when it comes to compartments or things to hold stuff, there's actually more space to hold stuff on the side of the seat. There's your standard outlets to juice up your device. The seat itself, it's a leather product, really comfortable, and you can actually recline the seats at a certain angle. And on the side of the seat, you actually have your seat control feature. You can actually move it in different positions, from takeoff positions to watching TV to dining positions as well. And like I say, it swivels, and then it also reclines at a certain position. The Bose headset is noise cancelling. It's a nice touch. And also on the side, you can actually use a standard remote to actually control, to choose your entertainment options, to actually decide what movies you want to watch, because there's actually a lot of movies to watch on SQ's Entertainment Network. You also have this pad that you can detach that can control, or allows you to control your TV as well in terms of what you want to watch. So there are actually several ways to actually choose your entertainment options in the SQ suite. And the amazing thing about flying in suite is that SQ provides you with unlimited Wi-Fi, which is amazing. So time to dine. Of course, the crew is pouring me more Dom Perignon from the last bottle they have. That's like keep it coming. The menu itself, there are actually 2 meals on this flight, and you have your standard a la carte, which you can also order the book the cook menu, which I did, and the pre-arrival meal as well, with 2 options. One of my favorite part of flying Singapore Airlines is the appetizers, or the refreshments with drinks. It's not even an appetizer, it's the chicken satay. Yeah, I know. They actually, cater this all the way from Singapore, and it's actually really tasty. My favorite when flying Singapore Airlines suite first. Chicken satay. I have to say the in-flight service, it's excellent. I mean, SQ crew never disappoints, especially when you're flying suite. I mean, the most attentive service and friendly as well as professional. The second course, or the first course actually, is the appetizer. Of course, it's we're flying through turbulence. It always happens only when you dine that you fly through turbulence.
And one thing about SQ is Singapore Airlines is they provide toothpick as part of the meal service, which it's pretty unique. You don't see that in other airlines. Bread options, of course, garlic bread's my favorite, and SQ does it really well. And the caviar, you have an option between scallops or caviar. Of course, I went with the caviar, which is one of my favorite things to eat when flying first class. Can't say that I do it often, but when I can, caviar would be my choice of appetizer. Caviar was followed by a tasty soup. It's a red pepper soup with a fish paste, really unique, and it was really tasty. The main course I ordered, this was part of the book the cook menu, was the pork cheeks. I figure Frankfurt definitely does pork well, so I actually decided not to order any Asian option, but instead ordered the pork cheeks. And of course, my seatmate wanted to have a try as well, and the size of the suite make it very challenging to pass the food over. The dessert was the lemon meringue tart, which is really good. But I couldn't finish it all. There's simply too much food, so I had a couple of bites, just to try it. And of course, being a typical Asian airline, it's followed by a plate of fruit as well. So you can actually skip the dessert just to go for the fruit. If you want both, that's certainly a possibility. So after a great meal, it's time to use the bathroom. There are actually two bathrooms for the 6 suite passengers, so there's never a wait for the bathroom. So this is the smaller of the two. You can see it's actually still pretty big, for any other airlines. And of course, the bigger of the two is definitely the double the size of what we just saw. The bathroom itself is actually twice the size of my bathroom in New York, I have to say. And it's actually really spacious. It's long, and SQ actually does away with the shower, so there's actually no shower in the suite, unlike Emirates. But there are other amenities like this, vanity, a mirror that you can actually sit and powder your nose if you like. There's also a drawer here filled with all the standard amenity kits like shaving kits, as well as toothbrush. And there's a changing station for babies and your standard bathroom. So of course I changed into my pajamas as the crew was busy making my bed, getting it ready. So I think the size of each suite, the bed itself, it's a single bed, but if you combine the two, it's technically a full-size bed. And the crew is definitely amazing in the sense that they actually deploy a lot of people. Actually, at one point there were actually 3 people making our beds, and they actually did it really fast. Under 10 minutes it was all ready. It's really impressive. So the bed itself is actually really comfortable, and you can actually toss and turn, and you won't fall on the ground. I mean, it's actually a really comfortable bed. I had a great 3 hours sleep, and after I woke up, the crew quickly asked if I wanted to put a bed away, which I said yes, and so they just sprung into action. What an amazing crew. Now, people usually get coffee or juice after waking up. My beverage of choice was, Singapore Airlines' famous Singapore Sling, which is refreshing. And before arrival, I decided to go with something light, which is the congee, which is good. Time flies when you're having a great time, and before you knew it, we're actually landing here at JFK, concluding my 8 hours and 10 minutes flight in Singapore Airlines suite, which is such an amazing experience. I'm so glad I tried it.
Guys, so that was an awesome flight. Yes, first sweet experience, never disappointed. So yeah, hopefully I'll be on again, but I don't think they're going to discontinue the Airbus 380 to New York starting May of next year. So it's just going to be 777 and the Airbus, the smaller ones. But yeah, but I'm glad I tried it when they were still running this route. It's amazing. So cannot wait to share more aviation experience with you.